Things. All right, guys, let's get into it. Our first, what's up, Seth? I was not expecting to see you, bro. No. All right, hey, first warm-up game is it's gonna be we're just looking for hot hands. Like, have more hands on him than he has on us. Your head, you can do whatever you want with your head, but I would ideally like you looking to place your head on the inside of the chest at all times, and that's gonna be your secondary priority. Other than that, I also want you to have more hands on him than he has on you. It's just a continuous game. We're gonna do it for 3 minutes just as a warm up.
We're just trying to get grips. Thanks.
Always have more hands on him than he has on you.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah, and be looking for his chest with your head, like right inside position next to there. But
Yes.
So what you're saying, the test. Yes.
These 3 whole viewers.
can you work every day?
Oh, yeah. You're talking about me.
All right, guys, on the bell. Not looking to take anybody down. Just looking to take more hands on them than they have on you.
Wait, so
Yeah.
man.
Slap. We're gonna bump this. And we're just looking to have more hands on them. Okay, so. There you go. I got the photo. I don't like, I don't want to move it on the script. All guys, the first groups, 2.1. And this order now. How many times? Already on. Yeah, it's hard. I'm on here. And it's not. We got it. All right.
Underneath for that. High bonus.
Got out. It's just a little awkward. Just to Casey, I need a chair. Oh. The office. Yeah.
Y'all had a little trouble out there with that thing? Jack cleaned it all up.
More hands on them than they have on you. If you're looking to take your head to the inside of the position at all times. Okay. And maybe. Time, guys.
You're good.
Yeah.
Tired. Water. Let's get you lowered.
All right, hey, we're gonna move on to, it's actually a new game. So you're just, you're your hands, close to your hand. All right, so what we're doing is we're simulating that we actually were able to break this guy down, from the standing position. We got his hands to the mat, and I've got a rear body lock. His whole job right now in this variation of the game is to build back height and turn it to face me. So go ahead. Start building it height back. And you start on, yeah, red. Find the grips. Ultimately turn it face me. All right, that's his job. If he can turn it face me, he wins. My job on top is not to take him down. And my job is, there's no win condition. My job is to simply try to keep his hands on the mat at all times and keep tracking him the more as he goes to build back up. Back, keep your hands back on the mat. All right, if his knees accidentally touch the mat, that's fine. We're not looking to like take him down. All right, we let him build back. We're always letting him build back up to this, okay, to the stance. Bottom player, I want you to focus on getting your weight back in your hips when you build height. The more that we're spread out like this, the more off balance or easily to manipulate we are. We want to be building our height back towards our hips at all times. Good. Question on that?
Are we trying to get his hand, like the person that's down, his hands on the mat? Or off?
We're starting here. We're starting with the hands on the mat.
What's the goal?
His goal is to get back up and break our body lock and face us. Good. Any other questions? All right, 1, 2, 3.
What? Where is it? I feel like I forgot what you said.
I'm trying to. Yeah. Luke, can you keep working with Dawson, please? Thank you.
I was gonna say round.
You want to
see?
Yeah. Everybody good? All right. Once you win, switch.
You want to work the same thing? Same thing.
Help them understand how to do that. Thanks.
Does that count? Oh, it's
Hey, for what story? I've got it down.
Oh, yeah, I got that body lock. More hands. Hey, JC. Are they good?
What's up? Yeah, so let him build back up to off his knees. When he gets to his feet. Okay. We're not trying to keep him on his knees. We're just trying to keep his hands on the mat.
Okay, just say that.
I just want to keep his posture broken as long as I can without taking him down.
Okay. Okay, so just your hands on the mat. Very good.
You can put his hands back on the mat once they're off. Okay. That's totally okay. Good job. If their hands come off the mat and they build back high, you can put their hands back on the mat. That's totally fine. Desirable, in fact. arm drag. Some wonders to your little grip thing we were doing earlier. Taking up there, that. Yeah.
Like to get bigger every day. Not as fat, I mean, you could be darker like, oh, God, it's got that. Okay. That's what it is.
I wish I had a kid. Well, Opie would have been good, I guess. I'll bring Oak next time for him. Yeah. How old are you? 12? Yeah, Opie's 14, but you're about the same. He's a little, not taller, about the same height.
Chad, you're not safe there. You got to get up, man. You got to start building up. You're only safe there because he's not allowed to take you down right now.
Watch your space.
Time, guys. Hey, get some water if you need it.
Get released stuff. Breathe. It's okay. It's no big deal if it's work. Is there any water over there? You got some thing? What's that? Water?
Oh, no, it's fine, man.
Hey, you can grab this water. All right. Last game from standing position today, be a circle game, but specifically looking for only a rear body lock. So usually we've been playing this either full body or above the hips. We're gonna add a new focus today and just be looking for a rear body lock. I'm defining this as my hands locked around his torso above his hips, and I made some form of that's how I do it. Right? So this won't be enough to win this one, even though it was the past couple weeks. This time, just back there. Make sense?
How are you clasping your hands?
However you want. Good. Any questions on that? So we're starting out from the front? We're starting out in the front. We're doing the same thing that we've been doing. We're looking to fight inside position with the head. We're looking to have more hands on him than he has on us. And then ultimately, however you so choose, I'm looking to find.
Demo that one more time. Watch how close JC's head stays to Chad. There's not some crazy amount of space being made. Stay tight.
All right, guys, we're gonna scale this one down to only 2 minutes. So if y'all are already breathing plenty heavy, I'm not looking to make this a CrossFit session.
Think about that, dude. Wrist over wrist. Slide down.
Okay.
Okay, so you
I'll let you get this first.
Still.
I don't think I'll make that like very. But it looks better. When last time you- I told you that the day I was there, he eventually got sick. We just started. Very. Dad, if it was like, oh, you would knock it out there. So, where? Your movement, your stand. Yeah.
All right.
Questions for observation from any standing stuff you just did?
What's the name of that last one?
That's a circle game. Just a new variant. What's that? Cover 23. The one where you're trying to become a post, trying to stand back up, you can almost kind of at a certain angle. Hard for them to, hard for them to get to their hips. Yeah, yeah, I saw you do a good job of that. He was getting really heavy north. You know, what's that? Learning from him.
Talking about staying heavy in the dog fight? Is that what they're talking about?
No, just when they got the hands on the mat, like a tripod position.
Yeah.
That's the whole game, is to keep them there for as long as you can,
Yeah.
without taking them down.
Yeah.
Cool. Next we're gonna move into passing. We're gonna play the free the knee game again. That was played last week. So let's. So we're starting in chest tap guard. My whole goal is to be able to get my knee to either side, whether it's here or it's here. I want it touching the mat and his hip at the same time. That's the goal of the game. All right, so some of the things to keep in mind here is when we're chest to chest half guard. Again, going back over the stuff we went over last week, last couple weeks. His main lines of defense is the knee lever, elbow escape, and a bridge. Like those are his three main defensive tools here. So to shut down the knee lever, the more that my knee is on the floor and closer to his butt, that's how he produces an effective knee lever. Okay. So to start shutting that down, we start pointing our knee towards the get lock here. Lock up. We start pointing our knee towards the ceiling. The more that my knee goes towards the ceiling and the closer I get my foot to his butt. Notice, remember the heel toe walk? We can get our foot closer to his butt by kind of creeping it up, similar to a spider walk with our hands.
Caught the itsy bitsy spider.
Yeah, similar to the spider walk. Right, so now if I have my foot here close to the butt, this is where the knee lever is mostly fully negated. Secondly, the elbow escape involves his ability, he must be able to get his elbow to his hip.
right? So for him to even be able to get that, I have to be really undisciplined with owning this space right here. So, which this would be a bad example. Like this is me being undisciplined. See how much of a gap there is here between my knee and his hip? So when I'm chest to chest, as I go to point my knee north to negate the knee lever, I'm also going to take this outside knee and point it into his hip with active toes. Just like this. I can climb more and more if I need to. That's that's shutting down 2 lines of his defense, right? Third is his bridge. The bridge is going to be negated by the cross face, right? So for me to get a good cross face, you can take your ear down to the cheekbone. This will put your shoulder in line with the chin, the end of the lever, and then we come across. All 3 of these things being equal or being present at the same time, help like really effectively shuts down his 3 lines of defense here. All right, and then from here, this is where it becomes super easy to free our knee. As he locks up tight here. Even if he locks up tight, it doesn't take much at all to just point my knee away from him and just shuck his leg off. And from here, I can pass to the near side or the far side, or I can pass to the near side. That's what we did. That's what we drilled last week. But now I'm just going to do it live. Y'all see, those are the 3 kind of key ingredients to keeping him in chest to chest half while we get our knee free. Any questions on that? It's a lot. So if there's questions, that's cool. All right, cool. 1, 2, 3.
Sorry.
So you're trying to like
Get some reps on how you let go. I can work in it.
Hey, Nick.
You don't have to want me. I'm just. Never mind. That's just usually. Apologize. He'll reimburse you. You see how.
It's called half guard. See how his legs trapped?
That's really nice.
Guard. He's holding, trying to.
Yes, can you film for your life?
Make sure you read.
I didn't know he was talking that. Career. So. Yeah, we're gonna run this. Like the old a little bit. Yeah.
Yep. So.
My card.
So. See how he really passed his guard? That's your goal. You're here to help you. Pass over.
Being too strong.
That's right. You have like one leg stuck. See how long you don't have.
There's not. Saving energy.
I'll show you here.
Closed door, open door.
Yeah, like the drawings. Close it out. Your knee out. He is right now. Right side. Slide.
Nice to have. How many layers?
Massive guard to be in very spot. No. Which is on top. They're fully above your shoulder, a little past the other way, you're still. The hood subs, chill. You'll be kind of chest to the almost chest. There's your head placed over here. It's called cross pressure. Kind of dropping your weight, making sure your weight isn't pace. Be up high. You're slicing.
Nick, if he took his left hand, pushed his knee straight away,
Down that way.
he mounted to the left, his left.
Say it again.
If he took that hand, he brought it here. He drove your knee straight and then marked that way.
The way I've got it marked down with a hand on the map.
You can't bridge.
Go arm under. The way I feel like. Gotta call it the cross face, so this is called. You don't need under. You can gable grip your hands together. And you want to grab on the switch. Boom. And then I'll start slicing you right now. Everybody. Okay, so your fork's gonna be like that. Kind of get up on like this a little bit. Pressure wise. Yes, like he's working on that, trying to go speed out. See how he's spending. And now I'm looking at it. A little bit.
There, go sweet, Grayson. Take your head a little more than that. Yep, I think. Now walk the foot. Walk the foot. Walk the foot. Yep. Chest. Yep.
Yeah. All right, guys, remove. Building on our chest half sequences from the past couple weeks. Look at actually getting the pass with this far side underhook today. So Nick's got a lock above my knee. Remember, as long as he actually controls my knee, it's a fairly neutral position, even though I have an advantage, obviously, from chest to chest. When I get my knee free on either side, if he only controls my foot, I'm pretty well past at this point.
You're still nice to it, too.
All right, so first off, again, those same lines of defense, those are going to be true no matter what kind of drill we're running for chest to chest half. Okay, his knee lever, his knee elbow escape, and his bridge are his main lines of defense from here. So we still want to make sure that we're working to shut those down throughout the entire process here. Okay, so our starting position, we're going to actually drill this one before we play games around it. We're going to have an underhook. We have our cross face. You can lock your hands however you choose. Okay. First thing I'm going to do is make sure that I get a good cross face pressure. So that
Do I have to have this arm here for you? Can I let it loose? I say.
yeah, it's probably easier for me. Yeah, very much. Okay. All right. So the first thing I want to do is make sure that I get good cross face pressure so that in this transition period, he can't just give me a big explosive bridge. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start taking my ear down towards his cheekbone. This is going to put my shoulder in line with his chin, which is the end of the lever. So the whole point of the cross face is for me to be able to take his face away from me, because it's going to take his ability to bridge and look at me completely out of the picture. In order for him to effectively bridge to get out of the pin, he needs to be able to bridge and look at me. His bridge is, first off, the power's taken out when I get his spine out of alignment, and his ability to really do anything meaningful with a bridge is completely negated because he can't look at me if he's looking that way, right? So I take my ear to the cheekbone, and now my shoulder's in line perfectly to start
shifting my weight. I don't want to just use my arms or just my shoulder. I'm gonna shift my body weight entirely. Notice my shoulder, my shoulders right now are kind of parallel with the floor. I'll actually start to dip a little to where now my left is cheated down a little bit, right? Next gonna get a walk around my thigh, okay? Next thing we're looking to do is as I start to take my head towards the mat, as long as I maintain good cross face here, I can start to take my head to the mat and let my hips become light. But as I do this, remember, I want my knee pointed north. I don't want my knee pointed down towards the mat where he can knee lever me. And to shut down that elbow escape, I want to make sure I have my outside knee pointed into his pocket. Okay, so I get a good cross face.
Who knows what the pocket is?
It's good. Okay, just lean forward. Yeah. So we're gonna come down. I'm driving across. I start to build up. I'm squeezing my knee into the inside of the pocket. My inside knee inside of his legs is pointed north. He can get a good lock here. And now that I'm here, my head can start coming down towards the mat and my hips can start becoming light. Okay. My head can start becoming light. I don't want to get too far forward, right? I want to be on his chest. Okay. Now from here, I can start, all things remaining the same. I can start walking at an angle. This is going to make it difficult for him to hold the lock. At a point, I'll be able to actually shift my knee, get my knee to the mat. At this point, even if he continues holding on to my foot, go ahead. First, I'm going to find his top knee, free my heel. Then I find his bottom knee, free my shoelaces. Now you're going to be tempted to just kind of turn into him, but that's just going to give him his guard back. Okay, so instead, I've worked this hard to get past. I'm going to take my hips down towards his hips and walk into him. And then I can settle. Cool. See it one more time.
They need to demo it turned around so they can see that you're left.
Yeah. Sorry about that, guys.
Maybe Danaher style.
So he has a good, bottom guy's gonna have a good block above the knee. Starting position is an underhook and chest to chest. Lock your hands however you choose, okay? First thing I need to do is find my cross face, take my ear with the cheekbone, and now I can start to use my body to make my shoulder drive into the limber to make him look towards you guys. Okay, next, I'm gonna start building height, making my knee point north and my outside knee point to the hip. So I can initiate my pass. As I start to initiate the pass, my forehead can kind of start going toward the mat, which means now my hips can become light into this tripod position. Yeah. Thanks for coaching me because I suck at base here. Yeah. Yes. All right, take my forehead towards the mat. Now, once my forehead's on the mat, I'm in this tripod position. I can start walking out to the side. Next, I can start putting my knee to the mat. Even if he does keep my foot with his leg, find the top knee first, kick it free. Find the bottom knee, kick it free. Now I want to walk my hips into his hips, and then I can secure the pass. I don't want to just turn over into him. He's just going to immediately explode to a side guard. You're going to way too much space here. That makes sense. All right, 1, 2, 3. Just realized I missed the 3, but
Whatever you like. I was thinking. And if he even like kicks his foot way up, instead of sweeping with the left leg, or your right leg out, go and swim under the ankle. That's all I think. You have to tell. Yeah, like I saw the pictures. Is that what you're? It's like even if he just has his hand, even if he just has his hand,
It's gonna be harder for him to recollect.
you really kick it over and shrimp out. I'm gonna go with that. Like normal, if that makes sense. It does. I mean, I think that's the saying. I fell asleep. It was a better match.
The other would be,
Yeah.
yes.
The person.
Yeah.
Like other legs, or the words.
Got it. That's what it
Okay.
Nah, go back. Go back. He's got your clear bone legs. That what you're talking about that. Like bring your knee vertical. Like bring it up vertical and come out of it and start your slides.
I realized that left out a step.
Yeah, now.
Is the
This
shoelaces.
right now. Clear the top.
I didn't even mention it. Well, no, like when I go to cut my ankle,
Now clear the bottom.
use the shoelace to pull the leg.
Oh, your shoelace
Yeah.
on the other leg, the leg that's already passed, you use it to feel the leg? Or use the shoelace of the foot that's still in like.
No, the one that's outside.
Sorry.
I mean, which can have like the highest, like the tightest like lock,
Right.
but they have a tight lock.
I don't believe there's that box. It's just, to me, it's too locked, but I can do it for you.
No, that's fine.
It's weird for me.
But that's what I realized as soon as I finished talking. Oh yeah, there's the one.
No, they did the same thing Chuck did. Clear that bottom. Drop the knee in the pocket. Yeah, clear the top, now clear the bottom with your left leg. Nope, go back. Look, this leg, take this leg and clear his leg. No. Foot, yeah, push. Now clear. Widen your foot, that's it.
Okay.
You hear what I'm saying? Clear the bottom, the top, and the bottom. You can still kind of come over and let shield light off that. But it can clear both. It's a little easier to roll it. You can turn away, you're more dominant.
And you got him locked down flat and now walk him up, Seth.
Walking out. The head comes around the time. I'm trying to get your green. So I'm going out.
No, tough. Remember to get that right knee vertical and walk your foot up. Remember, yeah. Maintain the lock, Nick. Yeah. Now, slide your knee through to the pocket. Right. Head pressure, head's supposed to be on the mat. All right, now he maintains the lock. Clear the top leg of his. Clear the bottom. No, didn't clear it.
Unless you push them both.
Push it down. Get on the top of his thigh, push it away, just like you did the top. No, your knees are be passed already. Now, push that leg, push that quad, bottom.
Use this shoelace to free the leg. Just put it in his kneecap, right in his knee pit. Shoelace, right in his knee pit. You're there. Yeah, push the leg out, cut the knee down. Cut your right knee down.
I can't push them out.
Put your foot right there, cut the right knee. That's how JC's doing, he's cutting the right knee down, and then he's using the shoelace to free this up.
If he locks this up, once the knees down, knees down. You can use this foot to open it up, if you like.
And feed it out. That's how JC taught it, right? Use the foot to feed it
Push the bottom.
So.
It's the ones really. Hey, show the shoelace.
I don't have it in place. Yeah, exactly. You're right. Get where you can see his feet, man. Can't see through so many. Shoelace. Okay.
Alright.
Yeah, guys, I left out a step. Just then. My bad. Y'all check this out real quick.
All right, and part of this is if you're on the bottom, try to maintain that lock so they have to actually feel this. Okay, so here, as I start to cut that angle, there's gonna be a point where I need to use my shoelace. If he's adamant about keeping this locked up, I'm gonna need to use my outside foot, pommel my shoelaces to the knee here, and use it to drive down in order to free my knee. Okay? Make sense?
I'll let that step out, my bad. All right. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, they got actually.
What's that?
So you want to point it first? Push the rail first and then bottom. Yeah, but how am I pushing off? I'm not kicking, but how push it up? How am I pushing it off?
You gotta cut this knee in
No, it's not.
now, yep, no, cut it inwards, towards his hip, yes, now use this
Something right here.
and this.
Find the top knee.
Put your foot up in there and
Push
push
it
down.
down, put your foot out.
Find the top knee with your heel and push it off.
The top, and then push
Now
down
find the
with your
bottom.
foot. There. No, walk, you gotta walk his hips, walk his hips, walk his hips, walk his hips.
Finish.
There you go. Now face out, all right, don't just stop, finish. Come back to where you need to be, that's.
I think there's some nuance.
Okay.
Yeah, if he's got this leg lock, find this top knee with your heel, kick it off, and find the bottom.
You can split his legs, but then you still get clear the top, clear the bottom. But I can.
Turn my leg like a 36, like do
Well,
all
if
this.
you can do it, this buddy can, you're like.
My water.
Casey's been doing a lot of Pilates.
Keep it, right?
So here, yeah. Put it here.
But now watch trying to get my foot legs.
Wait, hold on, go back.
Okay, reset.
I was.
Where you can watch. Right there, shoelace. Now the knees are locked. Now he's still got to clear the top leg cleared, and he clears the bottom leg cleared. Then he got to say, you see three things. Shoelace is great, and then clear the top, clear the bottom.
If he locks you up, yes, clear the bottom, yes.
Right.
Yeah, if he's not trying to keep the lock,
That's how he keeps the lock.
it's just wasting words.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Loose, open.
That's what I'm doing. I like to go.
I don't know that I'll take the time to clear that bottom. All right. Hey, JC.
He drank my water.
I noticed on a.
That's yours?
Loose, just push it.
I know you
Now.
Are you playing the top or the bottom?
Top first. Top frees your heel, bottom frees
Put
your
your head on the
shoelace.
mat. Yes, now come back and. What am I doing wrong?
Few more times, I guess. Work it.
Now, work your, now start. Moving that way, keep your foot there. Get your foot further. Get your foot further. And lock that up super tight. All right. Now, use your shoelace, put your head in there. Use your shoelace on your left foot to come up and break this hold. Yes, break it. Now, he still is being persistent, locking your foot in place. Drive your knee. That shoelace break lets that right drop your knee. Okay? Okay, cross face. Now, take your left foot, this foot, and put it on top of it. Right here. Push that away. Clear it. That is his bottom leg. His top leg. Oh my God. That's his top leg. That's his top leg. Push that leg away. Now, go back and push his bottom leg away with the same foot. Oh, what are you doing? That's shoelaces. Use the bottom of your foot. Right there. Push it away. Now finish. That's it. Set it free at a time.
They have it, you're like, use your foot, use your foot.
You shift it right there.
Yeah, right here.
Maybe use the same foot shoelace to be the bottom, clear the top,
I'm coming after.
clear the bottom. Finish the
Get under and come up and she's back here.
Y'all first try. I did everything first, the first time, everything.
I really need to put this first.
It goes in the mat.
Probably bring it right here.
Yeah.
Well, you can explain it to them.
Bring it on just a minute.
Clear the bottom, finish the pass. All right, let it go 3, 4, 5 minutes. But I don't know what the breakdown is communication is, but when you clear both legs, you use the bottom of it. I don't write it down and do a diagram, but you know.
Yeah, he's like.
You can get that in your body.
No, no. You said,
Hey, you're just your shoelace, reset, you gotta maintain that lock. Maintain that vertical. Yep. Walk it away. Split it, now drop your knee into the pocket. Yeah, now he's being persistent, this lock, he's just got the foot, put it at the top, put it at the bottom, finish the pass.
Now I gotta get a chocolate real hard.
I got a lot of witnesses to this.
did he not say use your shoelaces to clear some of the top and the bottom?
You're not using those shoelaces to break the holes and get the knee in the pocket to clear the way.
Hey, let's circle back up on this one and
Show Luke really quick, Casey.
go over a couple more details. And I think I'll go clean it up too a little bit. I don't want to move on if we don't really have it. All right, so we're starting, he's got his box above the knee. First thing we gotta do, we're gonna get our underhook and lock our hands. Now we're gonna work on getting our cross face. I'm gonna take my ear towards the cheek and use my body to drive and make him look away from me. Next, I'm gonna start to, as I start to come, let my knees come up and my hips come up. That's totally fine, but I gotta make sure that I make contact with his hip and my knee with active toes back here. I gotta make sure I get my knee pointed up as much as I can, and I'm looking to take my head towards the mat. Once my head is on the mat, my hips can start becoming light, and I can start walking out at an angle. Okay.
Hey, can we pause real quick?
Who's not putting their head on the mat? Everyone's doing it.
A lot of people, I think.
That's what I'm saying. I can guarantee, based off just watching him, most people who are new to jiu-jitsu are going to struggle with getting their head down and then moving their body around. Guys, having the head on the mat is key.
It's a
If
post.
not, you're not going to finish the move. You'll get swept.
It's an extra post.
I'm just gonna try to put my ear right next to him.
Head's got to hit the mat, guys.
That head's not on the ground, it's not acting as the third post.
As Luke tries to bridge right now, it's pretty difficult. Tries to elbow escape, it's pretty difficult. All right, now I start cutting an angle at a point. If he's got this locked up above my knee still, I'm gonna need my shoelaces to free everything. So everything else stays the same. Okay, I use my shoelaces to wipe it off, get my knee to the mat. Here, this is where some of you are kind of getting stuck. I want to keep everything else the same. I just need to free my foot. First thing I'm gonna do, assuming he has it locked up, right, that he really wants to keep it. First thing I'm gonna do is find the top knee with my foot and kick it off. This frees my heel. And then I'm gonna find the bottom to free my shoelaces. When I find the bottom knee, kick it off. Now I'm gonna take my hips to his hips and walk into him, staying chest to chest the whole time. All right, so you don't have, if they're not being persistent about keeping that lock, you can skip those steps. Like, I'm not telling you have to do this. But if they're being persistent about keeping whatever they can with that lock, trying keep your foot like they're helping on keeping your foot. Take the top off, take the bottom off.
Sometimes they'll give up because they're moving on to something else. Sometimes they're gonna be like, they're desperate to hold on to that foot, and that's all they got. They'll hold on to it like that.
Guys, one more detail that's super important that I just kind of feel like I just know habits. I've seen this for so long, right? The second habit is, not necessarily a habit, but a struggle you're going to find is having your head pinned to the mat and walking this leg up. You're gonna feel like you've walked it enough. You haven't. Okay, walking it up is going to take him completely. Just think about this. His body's twisted now. It's contorted. A second ago, it had some strength. He could do some bench presses. He could be pretty strong in this position, right? But all of a sudden, you walk this over here and you keep this flat. He's like, okay, what's going on, right? That's where you want him because that's where this opens up easily. So if you're not walking and emphasizing separating his body and kind of twisting him, you're also making it harder for yourself. Cool. So focus on those two things. I think everything else is pretty dang clean.
Is that kind of like power ride? You get them all contorted.
Yeah, it's all jujitsu. It's just alignment, guys. I mean, if your spine is aligned with your butt, your neck, you're strong as crap. You're a linebacker. The minute you get bent, you're extremely weak. So bend the man, and the man becomes weak. Like if you're like stop, and you're here, and they're here, you're just two gorillas. But you bend him a little bit, and all of a sudden he doesn't have as much, right? So don't forget to focus on walking that leg up. Once you've got all these other things and you're honed in, don't forget to walk this up because it makes him weak. You see how he just got really weak in his leg? Right?
Tired trying to get air, you compress them like that, it sucks.
What Dave is saying is when Nick is on top of him, it sucks. Let's go.
Yeah.
That's
Hey,
right.
everybody get like 6 to 7 more, and then we're gonna.
It rarely
move on real quick, all right?
Never seen it.
Really so rare, it's not working in.
I've never seen it done personally.
I've never even heard scream, Mom.
Stop doing it though.
Let's see.
Alright, let's see.
Give him a good look, Todd, wrap it up. Yeah.
I think so. We can have.
Yeah.
This one for half.
Shoulder, hey, take at the end. Get your head to the mat, shoulder. His body's gonna follow. Like follow through like a dog. Shoulder, drive your pressure, turn
We have 20, no, almost 30 seconds left of class. You grab your
straight. I think it's in your shoulder and weight, just like what I told Nick. Just make it turn his head. I think I would.
That's like a shoulder.
Not just the shoulder, but drive your weight across him, not too far. So he can swing. Turn him so he can stretch his body with it. That's good. Let's do it.
There you go.
My elbow at 9.
Yeah, he did everything else right. Run through it. Yeah. Top, so he's already broke loose, so you don't even have to. Yeah, put the top down, recollect. Clear the bottom. Drive, look, okay, stop. Did you, now stop, breathe. Did your head ever touch the mat? Remember, when you start working up, put that forehead on the mat, not so far that you can always start shouldering his face. If his face should be looking towards the exit door. Yeah, bring that right knee vertical. Use your left foot clear, yeah, clear. Be open to take it, don't.
Let's see, guys.
Yep, yep, now roll it. Yes, you see how his hips are? Kind of, he gave it, that's it. Pressure, pressure. I know, did it, when Nick does it to me, I know. I know, what about that? So, he's pressing, he's taking away half the blood flow to your brain. If he grinds into your head. That's awesome.
See the meter.
And don't do this with your brother. Carry his shoulder. Where you go.
Sorry, right on. To push one. Just like that.
Clear, clear, roll them up.
Brother, dad.
Absolutely, absolutely.
You pass that, you're friendly.
That's what's here.
My foot is almost.
That makes me reconsider this as a hobby.
I think I know. Nick's learned what he has here. I got 100 pounds. They get the lethal.
So you finished the speeds kind
Now push top.
Trying to.
of.
We don't got it down. If you do all this, you do it like that.
I thought you were saying I'm supposed to push him and legs out with the top of my foot.
Right.
Yeah, no.
It's not hard to back.
Yeah.
It's he's moving. He goes forward. You don't have to clear that top leg if he's let it go.
Yeah. I thought you were saying like try to kick him out with.
You only do that.
I didn't have enough, I didn't have enough like leverage with the top of my foot.
The top knee. The bottom knee.
You like, right, it's gonna get your feet in
I think so.
that other stuff.
Like I'm.
Clear the way.
Yeah, it's rebased.
Both y'all have it now.
It's good. Yeah, we're not.
Who wants to start up Matt versus who wants to start, wants to keep going? Because I have plenty more instruction if you want it. Or we can just go over that Thursday. Up Matt. Still Matt. All right. Perfect.
Yeah.
Guys, few announcements before we start. The first off, the games are I'll have those set for this week. The games that you can play. Some of them will be the same from last week, and we have some new ones. Some of them you saw tonight. So again, if you have questions, you can always call or text me if I'm not here. I'll be here on Thursdays at 5, but Tuesday grapple game session is gonna be hit and miss for me. Thursdays I'll likely always be here as normal. But also I'll have a video up in school tomorrow that's telling you all the rules of this week's game. So also if you watch that ahead of time, if you were unsure about any of the games, I explain all the rules. I'll put that video up in school tomorrow. New breed, they called today and said, kind of scummy, but AGF, I guess, decided to do a tournament the exact same.
Yeah, it's on the same day.
Same day. Now, originally it was going to be like 2 weeks before. But all that said, I'm not going to tell you not to compete in AGF if you want to compete in AGF, but if you want to be cornered by me, go to Newbury because that's where I'm going to be. I'm not going to tell you where to compete, but if you want me to be able to be there to help,
What day is it?
March 29th.
I might could go to the AGF and help if somebody else wanted to be there.
Yeah. It's up to you, whatever rule set you prefer. I look at the rule sets, I much prefer the new breed rule set.
Breed's got a good setting. He just may not get as many matches.
He's all new breed and AGF, like, why don't y'all split it? And AGF wouldn't budge, like.
Well, yeah,
AGF was supposed to be on the 21st.
yeah, they moved it today. So Maybe it wasn't intentional. Either way, it's on the same day, and I'm gonna be at the one at New Breed.
And what location is
It's in Raymond.
Raymond?
Mhm.
Is New Breed and Jack same place as AGF?
I guess, yeah.
No, I heard ATF's at the conference center like.
New Breed's at a place called the Arc. Yeah, I don't know where.
Where y'all talking about it?
Raymond's going to
The
New
Arc.
Breed's gonna be in the Arc.
I don't know if that is.
It's a Christian Fellowship Center that they.
The Arc.
No, it's Arc. It's like a
It's in Jackson.
Regardless, if you're doing New Breed, we got a $20 off coupon. It's Jack20, JAC20. If you need me to text that to you, just text me later. That'll get you $20 off. And I think if you register right now, they have like some extra shirts and stuff that you get for free. But also just let me know if you're doing AGF. And I'll try to, if it's gonna modify your training at all, I'll try to do my best to study up on that rule set, because I'm not as familiar with that rule set. There's way more rules in that rule set than there are in the New Breed rules. So we can study up on it though.
New Breed gives way usually pickled belts. I've got one.
Yep.
That's always spurred me over AGF's little plastic metal.
The advanced division has a belt, and then the absolute is a cash prize. And the rules are posted, or the allowed submissions are pinned over there to the wall with the poster. And the QR code is also there to sign up if you want to sign up. And I think the coupon code's on the poster too, or you can just text me for it. Any questions on any of that?
Duck said he looked at the rules and he said something basically like the New Breed rules are like AGF used to be.
Except they allow twisters when you get to like 20.
How about you just read the rule set?
Yeah.
The rule set.
How about if you're competing, learn the rules.
That was
You're going to
compete.
learn the freaking rules. If you compete and
Um,
learn the rules, you're gonna get DQ'd a lot of the time.
But also on that point, the New Breed website, I gave them this feedback today. The New Breed website is not actually comprehensive of some rules that exist. So I actually DM'd them and found out there's some other rules that aren't on their website. So we'll go over that in comp rounds. No comp rounds tonight. I just want everybody to roll. If you're competing, I want you getting at least 5 to 6 rounds in tonight, like full rounds. And then we're gonna do some more intensive comp rounds on Thursday. Okay.
Chad,
We have 7, I believe.
competing?
We have like 7.
Okay, whoever's competing, you have to roll with me once. Okay,
Go ahead and do it first. Get it out of the way.
let's go. I'll be nice. I'm just saying, you need to get the best rolls you can in with whoever you can, always if you're competing, always. The best guy in the room, not saying it's me, that's the guy you're supposed to want to roll with the most, promise.